Last Wednesday, we focused our thoughts on Luke chapter 6, verse 41 and 42. By doing so, we understand that specks turn into blind spots, which turn into planks, which, if left unchecked, turn into spiritual blindness. At the point of spiritual blindness, it is extremely difficult for us to begin to perceive or receive that which is of a divine or spiritual nature, because our spirit has then become impaired. Ephesians chapter 4, verse 17 and 18 say this, "Now this I say and testify in the Lord, that you must no longer walk as the Gentiles do in the futility of their minds. They are darkened in their understanding, alienated from the life of God because of the ignorance that is in them due to their hardness of heart." When we walk in the futility of our own minds or in our own ways, the depravity thereof causes us to walk transiently and or aimlessly, which causes us to become spiritually ignorant. And basically, spiritual ignorance in this light is just willful blindness due to an intentional lack of knowledge. And that lack of knowledge causes our hearts to become hard or calloused, which produces within us a stubbornness, an instability, and or numbness to all that God desires to do in us and through us. But thankfully, God always gives us wisdom and a way out through His Word. 2 Peter chapter 1, beginning in verse 5, says, "So devote yourselves to lavishly supplementing your faith with goodness, and to goodness add understanding, and to understanding add the strength of self-control, and to self-control add patient endurance, and to patient endurance add godliness, and to godliness add mercy toward your brothers and sisters, and to mercy towards others add unending love. Since these virtues are already planted deep within, and you possess them in abundant supply, they will keep you from being inactive or fruitless in your pursuit of knowing Jesus Christ more intimately. But if anyone lacks these things, he is blind, constantly closing his eyes to the mysteries of our faith and forgetting his innocence, for his past sins have been washed away. For this reason, beloved ones, be eager to confirm and validate that God has invited you to salvation and claimed you as His own. If you do these things, you will never stumble. The cure for spiritual blindness is remembering that God calls us His very own through Christ, who provided an unshakable eternal salvation that is rich and deeply planted spiritual virtues that are again abundant in supply for us today. Our job is to allow this truth and revelation knowledge of faith, goodness, understanding, self-control, patient endurance, godliness, mercy, and unending love to be active in our lives so that we are effective and fruitful for the kingdom of God. Today, let us be challenged and changed by the Word.